Hey guys, it's Carnot Gaming here today with a tutorial on SimCity, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a city that is packed with people. You can get up to 500,000 people using this method. So first of all, before we start, I will say there will be a lot of waiting when you do this because you need to wait for money and you're not going to spend much time doing stuff like architecture and putting stuff in correct places or doing city specializations actually. So first of all, I'm going to do this in a new region entirely, so I'm not using any of the power or resources from other cities or using any of the departments from other cities' town halls. But if you have got another region where you can make this city, that's good, and I would recommend it as it can save you a lot of time and money. Another tip I would recommend is running SimCity in a window if you've only got one monitor, because when it's running a window it allows you to tab out a lot easier. In fact, I don't even know if you can tab out without it automatically pausing. It's on full screen, so I would run it in a window. Right, now the first thing that you're going to want to do when you get your city is plot out a grid system. You want to be as efficient as possible with this grid system, so you want to use as little roads and make sure that you take up as much space as possible. So what I'd recommend is following the guidelines but missing out one in every two roads. This is because a fully built skyscraper, when you get towards the end of the game, will take up one of the blocks, I suppose, on the recommended grid system. So if you can make the blocks the size that I'm doing, then you will get 4 skyscrapers per block. The next thing you want to do is zone the areas. Now industrial, we will leave that for later, but what you want to start off with is residential and commercial. Now I like to plot it as you see on the screen with a block of commercial surrounded with 8 blocks of residential, and I'm also going to put some commercial down the main avenue going down the middle of the city. Now to make your people want to move into your city, you're going to need to place all the utilities. To do this, the first thing you want to do is look at the wind, because that's very important, as utilities need wind sometimes and can also pollute. So I'm going to use wind power to start off with, as it's cheap and quite efficient. So I'm going to place that at the side of my city with the wind, which is why I'm putting that road all the way up to the top. I'm also going to place all my dirty stuff like the waste and the pollution sort of stuff down at the bottom, and I'm going to place the water where there is water. It doesn't really matter, that one, as long as it's on a really blue area. Once you've done this, you want to wait for money and then continue building up your city till you fill it up with the grid system. Right, next we're going to place parks, because parks are needed to make people happy. I like to place my parks on corners, but you can place them wherever you like. Just make sure that you get a nice even sort of spread of parks. You can look on the happiness sort of overlay and see where you need to place parks. As your city goes on, you want to keep checking the happiness and place parks in the unhappy areas. At this stage in your city, people are going to want jobs in the form of industry. Now I would not recommend putting the industry in your sort of residential cities. It take up a lot of space and make people very unhealthy and unhappy. So what you want to do is find a city which is near your big sort of residential city and claim that and fill it with industry. You won't need much to start off with, but it will get pretty packed towards the end. Another thing you can do with this city is fill it with all the waste and garbage and sewage from other cities, which is really helpful as it keeps your residential and other cities you want to build stuff in very clean and unpolluted. Once you create these jobs and you get back to your main city, the density will start to want to increase drastically as there's more demand for people. And to do this, you want to go around upgrading all of the roads, making sure they're all high density. The final thing you want to do with your city to make sure people are happy is put in all the services, like the police and fire service. You want to make sure that you get nice coverage, so I would place them in the middle, but you can place them wherever you like, really, because the fire trucks or police cars will go anywhere around the city. Once you've done that, your city is ready to start growing. It does become a bit of a waiting game from now on, but just make sure that you keep people happy, keep an eye on SimCity, and watch for the orange logos down at the bottom. When they turn orange, you want to hover over them and see what is wrong, and try and fix it. So keep doing that, keep saving up money, and make sure you keep in the green so you're making money. And over time your city will build up and you will get a lot of people. It will take quite a while though. Anyway, thank you for watching. Sorry that I haven't got any footage of a 500,000 people city because SimCity decided to randomly make it not work. I can't go on it. So yeah, sorry about that. But thanks for watching. Enjoy making awesome cities and goodbye.